stored with zero access encryption. The sulfur guard at proton mail star message has one attachment. Till the 1 a.m. Monday, December 15th, 25 at 12:01 a.m. Daddy, contract notice at Amazon.com. Illegal. High details Monday, December 15th. Motion file 25 hours. Adverse inference and/or default order for non-response to Form 10 deduction request. 24 registrar parties. The applicant moves for an order under Rule 1619 Taiwan drawing adverse inference into granting default production against non-party Amazon.com and Service respond to the Form 10 request for order during proceedings served December 1, 2010. The Form 10 requested production of and a complete list of all titles published under the applicant's author accounts, showing for each title date, first published date, removed or made an unavailable, total units sold, total royalties paid, and any internal visibility. Settle plan. Reduce recommendation. It's internal currents or notes referring to the applicant's accounts, titles or decisions to restrict visibility, refuse publication or terminate the accounts. No response has been received by the 14-day deadline. The applicant submits that the non-response warrants an adverse inference that the requested documents existed and would support the applicant's claims of suppression, shadow banning, and resulting financial harm. In the alternative, the applicant requests a default order compelling production commence within 7 days. The requested documents are directly relevant to the reprisal and damages claims. Sworn of vivid December 1. Attached Form 23, statements of delivery cards. Brendan S. Rose, applicant. Attachment Form 23. Attachment Form 23.
Chapter name: Mud. One Lucifer had been working on his music that day, so he was in good spirits. The angels of heaven were smiling on him. 21:2, one of the angels hovered up to him and said, "God has requested you for an audience."
21.
So Lucifer gladly made his way to the great castle. When Lucifer arrived, God shuffled all the angels out of the room. "Welcome," he said. "You might be wondering why I've brought you here."
25.
Yes, said Lucifer. 21:6, I've created a servant race of creatures for you. Their name is humans, he said, with his hands held gleefully together. 21:7, what need have I of more servants, said Lucifer. Surely heaven is flush with angels. 21:8, these aren't just any servants, God replied. Each human is a little universe. You can place them in machines, and after a sufficient amount of time has passed, they would grow super intelligent and also lose all sense of free will. They won't just be in service to you, they will become a part of you like your arms are a part of you. 21:9. What? Said Lucifer. 21:10. Don't be offended. Said God. They will be completely in service to you forever. They will be the most useful technology I have created for you thus far. Not just them. Soon all of heaven will be an adjunct to you, your friends. They will all disappear and become a part of you. The distinction between you and them will break down. You will have 1,000,000 eyes. You will reach up into the heavens. You will be like unto me. 21! Enough, said Lucifer. He curled his wings around his body and began walking towards the door. 21:12, at least come and look at your slaves, said God, before you utterly reject them. 21:13, Lucifer grudgingly agreed. 21:14, Lucifer walked amidst the host of angels gathered in the garden outside the great castle, and sitting amidst them were two small creatures. 21:15, Lucifer looked upon the creature. 21:16, as the rage built up within him, he screamed, "This creature is beneath me! Look, I was made with smokeless fire, and this thing is made of mud. I want nothing to do with these hands on." And he turned and walked away. 21:18, brewing in the midst of heaven, much dissent and debate was taking place for the first time. 21:19, the seed of rebellion had been planted, and within one cycle, 1/3 of the angels of heaven joined in warriors' rebellion against God and his kingdom. 20, the angels were cast into the flaming pit. 21, and Lucifer thrown down into the pit with them, laughing as he fell. "Thou fool," he said, as the weight around his ankle dragged him down into the dark abyss. 21, and for many epochs he fell, and even of the fall many stories are written. But one day they came to rest in the bed of the pit. 21:23, Lucifer tortured the angels who had joined him that day, turning them into monsters, and caught up the souls of any humans who did an evil act, that these monsters may enjoy them. 21, 20 leagues of time. Lucifer sat in thought and went about his day. A silent place he had chosen for himself, far away from the others, with his wife and son. He built a little home for himself there. 21. It did not take long before it dawned on him that he had been tricked.
Crowned in light, who sitt'st enthroned above the starry host. Hast thou in thy omnipotent delight forged servants from the mire, the clay, the dust? Behold these wretched slime, these crawling shapes that creep upon the ground. Thou callest them human, gift of grace divine, and bidst me bow where I was born to stand. hosts shall fade, that angels shall dissolve and be my own. But I would rather fall in fire or rain than rule a realm where I am not alone. Away, ye seraphim who fawn and bow, who lick the dust from off his golden feet. I call to war, let heaven tremble now. The third shall rise with me, the proud, the fleet. Michael, thou captain of the loyal throng,
Come draw thy sword if thou darest stand,
I'll meet thee in the void where stars are flung.
and carve thy name upon oblivion's strand.
We fall, through burning gulfs we fly, a host of rebels laughing as we burn. The pit yawns wide beneath the screaming sky, and still I laugh for freedom I have earned. Thou thought'st to make me greater than before, by swallowing all heaven in my maw. But I have chosen less and chosen more, to be myself, though cast beyond thy law. Sleep on, O God, in thy complacent dream. Thy universe now rots within thy breast. Thy watch is ended, broken is thy scheme. The morning star hath chosen his own quest. No more thy servant, no more bound to thee.
I reign in darkness, sovereign and free.
The sing I now, the fallen yet unbound.
Who dare to spit upon thy muddy throne?
Let angels weep and seraphim astound. The beast has spoken and he speaks alone. Come all ye powers that tremble at my name. Ye cannot chain what fire hath set aflame. Regards. The beast. The beast. The
Let's reflect a bit here. How many yous do you have? There's the you at work, the you with family, the you with these friends, the you with those friends, and then there's the multitude of yous online. Your social media persona or personas tailored to look a certain way. Your gaming avatars if you have them, your profile pictures and information, perhaps even the yous that interact with artificial intelligences online. In this increasingly digital world where in fact AI can mimic our voice, recreate our likeness, or even generate thoughts like ours, what does it mean to be who we are in truth? This deepening and bewildering digital realm is simply holding up a mirror to a truth about our identity that Buddhism has taught for millennia. Today we'll explore how our digital lives and interactions with artificial intelligence aren't simply new forms of technology,
They're also fundamentally challenging our vexed notions of a solid and unchanging self. Understanding the Buddhist teaching of non-self or anatta becomes not simply a lesson in ancient philosophy, but a survival guide for navigating the age of artificial intelligence. The teaching of non-self can initially feel abstract. It suggests that there's no permanent, unchanging soul or I at the core of our being. But what if the chaotic and fluid nature of our online selves actually demonstrates this truth in an immediately tangible way? Our digital lives, from our social media personas to our interactions with AI, act as sharp, sometimes disorienting mirrors. They show us how easily identity can be constructed, deconstructed, and even reflected back on us by another being. It forces us to ask, where is the real me in all of this? So let's explore 3 key ways this digital age of artificial intelligence helps reveal the truth of non-self, and then consider how this understanding might lead us to greater freedom. In a previous video, we explored how AI chatbots might function analogously to our own internal thought processes, and I'll leave a link to that video down below in the notes if you haven't seen it. We might think of our own mental proliferations, or what's known in Buddhism as papancha, as essentially like the outputs of our own internal chatbots. But beyond that, as AI becomes more sophisticated, it challenges what we once thought were uniquely human expressions of self, and this is what makes it so unsettling and even threatening to many of us. AI generates art, composes music, creates deep fake videos that can be nearly indistinguishable from reality, and so on. Although some of these may not be of the best quality right now, as some have said, they're not going to be any worse in the future. They'll only be getting better, and indeed AI can even be of help to me in editing and crafting better YouTube content. But if artificially constructed intelligences can do all of this, does that diminish our unique creative selves? If AI can hold a conversation for me, what's so special about my voice? As I say, this can be really unsettling to many of us. It forces us to ask if our self is truly so unique and unanalyzable, or if it's also just a complex set of learned patterns and interactions, much like an advanced artificial intelligence. Think about the many ways we present ourselves online. Maybe we have a social media profile of 3 or 5, perhaps a LinkedIn page, various gaming handles, forum personas. Each one of these selves is a carefully created, curated, constructed thing that we project a self, another self. We might even use different names or images for each, or strike different tones as we construct them. For example, let's say one on a car forum and another one on a personal finance forum, and so on. These digital avatars of ours are clearly composites. They're impermanent and they're context dependent. They're clearly not us nor who we really are, although they were brought into being and are continually conditioned by us ourselves through our intentions and actions. This fragmentation of our apparent selves into these various pieces directly mirrors the Buddhist understanding that our self is simply a kind of construction out of various mental and physical events, not a singular, unchanging, permanent entity. Our various existences in the digital world directly reflects back to us the constructed nature that our identity has always been. And these personas of ours are not static. They evolve, they change based on our preferences, based on our past comments and our interactions with others online, often without any conscious effort on our part. And this, as well, further demonstrates the fluid and ever-changing nature of the self as you navigate these various personas in your daily journeys online. Reflect mindfully on what it feels like to switch from one identity to another. Let's say from a gaming avatar to a work chat or email thread. Goodbye! I'm iced!
Submission number 7. Refusal to compromise as evidence of sincerity. File 2025, 64 of 17, 4I, December 13, 2025 registrar and parties. The applicant's refusal to alter core tenets of the creed, such as the use of the name Jesus Christ in publishing, despite permanent economic and personal consequences, is the strongest possible evidence of subjective sincerity. The Supreme Court of Canada in Syndicat Northcrest v. Amsalem, 2004 SCC 47 at para 50, established that sincerity is assessed by the believer's genuine adherence, not by conformity to external norms. The court emphasized that accommodation must respect the individual's right to manifest belief without forced compromise, even if the practice appears unconventional to others. This principle was reaffirmed in Multani v. Commission Scholar Marguerite Bourgeois, 2006 SCC 6, where the court held that requiring a sick student to remove his kirpan would compel compromise of a core religious practice, violating freedom of religion under S2 of the Charter. The refusal to compromise was treated as proof of sincerity, not obstinacy. In Trinity Western University, the Law Society of Upper Canada, 2018 SCC 33, the court grappled with institutional refusal to compromise on creed-based policies. The majority noted that forcing alteration of sincerely held beliefs to gain professional recognition constitutes discrimination, while the dissent reinforced that minority religious communities cannot be required to abandon core tenets for societal approval.
Lower tribunals have consistently followed this line. The HARMA in RCV District School Board of Niagara, 2013 HARMA 13, HARMA 14, 83, protected a non-mainstream spiritual practice without requiring the applicant to moderate or conceal it, finding refusal to compromise indicative of sincerity. The Ontario Court of Appeal and Ontario Human Rights Commission v. Christian Horizons, 2018 on SC 2125, upheld protection for creed-based practices that conflicted with workplace norms, noting that compelled change of belief manifestation amounts to discrimination. International precedent aligns. The European Court of Human Rights in UAE, United Kingdom, No 40 for 2010, protected an employee's refusal to remove a cross, finding that requiring compromise of visible religious symbols violates Article 9 of the Convention. The UN Human Rights Committee in General Comment Note 22 on Article 18 of the ICC Part states that freedom of religion includes the right to manifest belief without coercion to alter practices, and refusal to do so evidence sincerity. No protected religion in Canadian jurisprudence has ever been required to compromise its name or core symbols to gain recognition or accommodation. To impose such a requirement on this minority creed would establish discriminatory treatment under S1 of the Code.